car was found later near a disused quarry. The two fugitives are still at large. Police are still investigating
You want me to get that
robbery last night in which a young woman was shot dead. The woman, Maxine Daniels, was a recent
Maxine!
from the Wentworth detention
Oh my
center.
God, no!
$7,000 was taken in the robbery, and police are looking for a second person who may be able to help them in their investigations. She is aged about 35 years of age and medium build. When last seen,
Jude,
she
what's
was
the
wearing
matter?
jeans and a leather jacket.
You okay? Listen, there's someone to see you. You sure you're gonna be all right?
I'm fine. It's just hearing it like that. Oh my God.
Yeah, I bet it was a shock. Look, you sure I can't get you anything?
No.
Look, I didn't know her or anything, but from what you say, she sounded like a good kid.
She was. She got herself into all sorts of scraps, but her heart was always in the right place.
Never changes, does it? It's always the good ones who cop the rough end of the stick. Look, can't I get you something?
No, I'm okay. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you to it then. I'll clean up the kitchen.
I'm really sorry about all this. Not much of a welcome for you.
It's okay. Close friend, eh?
Yeah.
I'm real sorry.
What can I do for you?
I was just wondering if I could crash here for a while. Got tossed out of my last place, I got nowhere to go.
Who's told you about us?
Can't remember her name, but she said she was a friend of yours, and that if ever I was in trouble, you'd be the one to go to. Just need some time till I get some new digs. It's all.
We got plenty of room here.
Thanks.
Well, apparently, it's something called Lassa fever.
Lassa fever. That's a bad one.
I'd never even heard of it before.
When you've been at sea as long as I have, there isn't much I haven't seen or heard of.
No signs of any symptoms in your crew?
No, been halfway around the world to get here. I reckon if this Harry was in the crew and was a carrier, I'd have had a few cases to report myself.
Oh, well. Thanks anyway.
What makes you think this Harry's a sailor?
Oh, it's just a shot in the dark. I heard he lived around here, goes overseas a lot. Thought this was a good place to start looking.
That's all you have to go on?
Yep. Except the fact that he might be a heroin dealer.
One of them, eh?
Well, thanks anyway, Captain.
Hey, better leave us your phone number. Never know what I might hear. Never did like dope dealers.
Any idea yet when we'll be getting out?
Afraid not.
Yeah, well, I hope to God it's soon. Trying to run a business by phone is ludicrous. That fool of assistant is using the situation to his advantage. He'll smile on the other side of his face when I get out of here, I can tell you.
Poses problems for all of us, Don. God, I never thought that trying to help people would be so unrewarding. And look at you. You spend your time helping these women, I bet there hasn't been a word of thanks.
What can you expect when the governor treats you as if you're wasting your time? An attitude which should not be forgotten in our report, I might add.
I hope you're not thinking of going back into that sickness, Tony. We are here to gather a report on efforts at rehabilitation, not to put our lives at risk.
Oh, Irene, look, our basic reason for being here was to try and help these women. Now, if we really meant it, surely now would be the best chance.
I get you, Fur. They're beyond help. Anything you can do is keep them locked up.
You honestly believe that's all that can be done? No wonder they're so into helping each other. I mean, look at B. Smith.
Smith? Oh, God. It's the trouble with you lot. Your rose-coloured glasses are steamed up with your own hot air. B. Smith has killed 3 people. She's little better than an animal. They all are.
I find that pretty bloody hard to believe. I mean, she's been up all night, putting her life at risk trying to help her friends.
Don't let that fool you, Mr. Maguire. Smith's not risking a thing. She's never going to get out of here. Not until they carry her out. Feet first.
She's helping where she can.
Sorry, Anne. I seem to have come to a bit of a dead end. You sure those women didn't feed you the wrong info about Glynis and a friend, eh?
I suppose we can't be sure, but I don't see why they would, considering the situation. But it was definitely Harry she was talking about just before she died.
Oh, well, nobody seems to want to know anything about a Harry down here. I get the distinct feeling that outsiders aren't welcome when they come around the place asking questions about one of their own.
Well, thanks for trying, Wally.
I've decided that as an investigator, I make a damn good potter. Anyway, what's more important? How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Tired, but fine. Actually, I'm feeling a bit useless myself at the moment.
I wish I was there with you.
So we could be useless together. I'd better go. Thanks again, Wally.
Look, I'll be at Driscoll if you need me, and just don't hesitate to call.
You may regret that statement someday.
I'll take my chances on that one.
Good. Bye.
Any news about our mystery man?
Afraid not. Now, what can I do for you?
This letter come for Lizzie. I thought you might like to keep it from her for a while. It's from Maxine.
Oh, thanks, Lizzie. Just what a hungry man needs.
Oh, go on with you, Doc.
Hey, where's Tony? I made him something special. He was looking so pale.
Oh, we just went for a break for a moment, Pixie. Will be back in a minute. I'll make sure he gets that.
Come on, Bee, love. I've got some of your favourites out there.
No thanks, Lizzie. I couldn't eat.
Oh, you gotta eat. Hey, Doc.
B, eat. Doctor's orders. And you shouldn't be in here without a mask, Lizzie.
Come on, scoot.
Oh, Tony, I made you some tuna fish sandwiches. Now you just sit down and let me look after you.
Pixie, you're an angel.
And I bought you some more cakes. Now hide them before Miss Ferguson gets them. I'm sure she takes them.
Oh, in that case, I won't let her get them.
Oh, good, Bee. Helen looks bloody awful. And you don't look much better yourself.
Should see it from this side.
Well, you should get some rest, love. Mrs. M, make her go and have a rest.
Lizzie's right, Bee. You should have taken a break with Petra. You look terrible.
No thanks. I'll stay a bit longer. See Helen through the crisis.
Bloody hell, Doc!
Oh, God, man, you all right?
Here, I'll get him.
Yeah, get him in here.
Just the legs took a holiday for a moment,
come on,
that's
Doc.
all.
Time for a rest.
So I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine.
Come on.
Oh, God, Mrs. M, you don't reckon he's coming down with it, do you?
I'll just take 5 minutes and
He's
check.
too nice. We can't let him die.
Pixie is not going to die. He's just very tired, that's all.
Yeah. She was a beaut kid. Mind you, she could be a handful sometimes. If Tony were here, he'd vouch for that.
Who's Tony?
Oh, Tony used to help me run the old halfway house. Maxine had the hots for him. God, they were funny days, you know. We were so broke. Once I remember Maxine decided she's gonna help. Then she goes shoplifting, starts flogging the stuff off. I nearly strangled her when I found out.
Wasn't as if she was doing it for herself, though.
She's only trying to help.
Well, what else are mates for?
I know.
Yeah, she was always talking about her old mates. She said that...
Hang on. I didn't know you knew Maxine. I said I didn't know you knew Maxine.
Well, what I meant was that...
When did you know her?
Fairly recent.
Recent? Clear out. Clear out. I want to have a word with Tinker. Now, I've got some questions for you, and I want the truth.
Oh, good.